everybody, 7th of April, and I'm going to be sowing today some runner beans. To be honest, for me it's just a little bit early for where I am, but these I shall be giving to my mum and dad if they're growing any this year. I don't know if they plan to. They have been cutting back on the amount of gardening they've been doing, getting a little bit too much for them. But if they want these seeds, they're more than welcome to them. These are called Tender Star, and it's not a variety I've ever grown. Yep, Tender Star. So I shall be sowing these mainly to just show you how I sow them, and for me it works very well. I shall be putting them in these extra deep root trainers, and I shan't be soaking the seed. Personally, I don't think there's need to soak seeds. Sweet peas, ordinary peas, garden peas, runner beans, French beans, I disagree with having to soak them. They've got a good enough chance of rotting in the ground as it is without pumping them full of water to begin with. And the farmers, they don't soak their peas when they're sowing them, or their broad beans or things like that before they plant. And to be fair, they're after maximum yields and as little as fuss as possible. So soaking beans and peas and things like that is a no-no for me. I've only got 10 seeds here, so I shall only be filling just some of these root trainers. And this is just a multi-purpose compost, and I shall be only filling these up to about 2 inches from the top, 1.5 inches from the top, and I shall just fill this up, and then I shall bring you back. So by soaking these, they will the compost will probably go down a little bit, and I might just top it up a little bit as well, just to get the right depth. But I shall not water these again until they're all through. And if you soak the compost underneath and then put drier compost on top, they've got no chance then of rotting off. And the capillary action with the compost will just leave enough moisture in the compost above the seeds to germinate, and there'll be plenty of moisture in the bottom for the roots to get into. That's nicely soaked now. You can see the water running out, and that's left the compost about 2 inches from the top. And you can also chit your seeds. Yeah, I'm not disciplined enough to be chitting seeds. They have to be checked every day to make sure that they haven't dried out, and then you pick your seeds out as they start to germinate and then plant them up. So you could be a week or so doing the whole process, but it does work. And if you want to see it working well, pop over to Terry King's channel, Allotment Gardening on a Budget, and you'll certainly see how to chit seeds on that YouTube channel. If you look at these seeds, they've got a scar on them, and that scar on the bottom there is where the roots will come out and the seed will split open. So I like to put mine down with the seed touching the soil, as you can see there, and then the root will go straight down, and sometimes the seed case will come up with the stem and open up, and then the seed case is coming through the compost that you've put on top, which is not quite dry because of the capillary action from the wet compost underneath. But the seed sometimes does come, seed case does sometimes come up, especially with French beans. You'll find that a lot, and I can almost guarantee that if your seeds are viable, that this will be a better way of germinating them, and you should have a very good success rate. So I shall carry on sowing these now. There we are, they're all sown, and I shall just lightly cover these now with compost just up to the top, and pretty much guarantee that it, like I say, if they're viable, these seeds, then they will be the perfect way to germinate. So there they all are now. I shall leave them in the greenhouse for now, mainly because we've got frost forecast for the next couple of days. I won't leave them in the polytunnel, but as soon as they come through, I'll give you an update and let you know when it is and how they've got on. Hope this has been of some help to you. Take good care, everybody. Many thanks for watching. Bye.